something you're glad your friend introduced you to? He introduced me to his closest friends, all really great people. Now we all have good times together and share so many things of mutual interest. It's really opened up my world in a way I hadn't previously thought possible. That's beautiful. The best gift anyone can get is new friends. Or maybe second best. A flamethrower would be pretty damn hard to beat. A friend of mine accidentally introduced me to the Hitachi magic wand when I was helping her move and it dropped out of one of the boxes. She was entirely nonplussed. I think she laughed and said, "My baby." I was somewhat of a prude at the time and was suitably scandalized at her being so open about having sex toys, especially the kind that you had to actually plug in like a fucking kitchen appliance. Yeah, that lasted all of 30 seconds after I bought one for myself on her later recommendation. Cool boy. Minecraft. I was mid-20s and they spent years trying to get me to play, but I thought it was a kid's game. I finally played one day and loved it so much that I spent the next 4 years way more into it than they ever were themselves. New music. It's always hard for me to figure out what I like, and they helped give me so much from the experiences I got out of it. Sleep. Seriously. I stayed up all night, had shitty sleep hygiene and poor mental health. We lived together for 6 months and she helped me get on a sleep routine. Changed my life. My wife. 37 years ago. I have a similar one. His wife. My girlfriend and his wife are now really good friends, and I love the fact we can do things as a group of 4. To clarify, I mean my friend's wife, not ops. Rock climbing. It's become my favorite form of exercise, not to mention how fun it is. Reddit. On second thought, I'm not so sure I'm happy about it. I tell people all the time the best thing I got out of my 4.5 years $30,000 business and economics degree was when my friend gave me a John Mayer CD back in 2002. Literally the reason I started playing guitar. Now it's my career. The fact that you can cook your eggs in your noodles while you're boiling them. My new technique is to undercook the noodles, crack the eggs into the pot, bring to high boil for a second, take off heat, cover and let sit for 3.5 minutes. Perfection every time. How do you do it? D&D. I would have never played otherwise, and it's so much fun. I feel like everything I like was introduced. I'm shit at discovering things on my own. But I'll say sushi. Same. For years, my friend from university suggested we play D&D during a weekend. Every time I shot him down. Pretending to be an orc or an elf or whatever the fuck wasn't my idea of a good time. Then a couple of years ago, someone I was dating introduced me to it, and it was dope. Kill some goblins, eat some cheese, drink some beers. I'm not sure if it was the fact that I was older or the fact that I'd finally got over myself a little bit, but I got way into it. Like way into it. Like a file of notes thicker than some novels into it. I finally got a chance to DM for the friend who'd kept pushing it all those years ago. We're at opposite ends of the country now, and it was incredibly fun, even with the 10,000 what I told you so grin he had the whole time. Settlers of Catan. My sister is notorious for buying people gifts they won't like just to try and impose her own interests on other people. This time it actually worked. My husband and I have been playing a lot during the lockdown. My friend introduced me to the definition of narcissistic personality disorder. I was going through a lot with my family and constantly being gaslighted. She sent me articles all about it, and I never felt more relieved to know I wasn't insane, and I was actually being severely manipulated. Buying better clothes. I used to buy everything at Goodwill even though I saved up enough money to spend it. Nothing matched, and it didn't fit properly. Eventually my friend took me out, told me to take some pride in my looks, and bought me new clothes. Looking back, I looked like the definition of a poor virgin. Thanks, Adam.